Hey there, everybody. I just wanted to mention I purchased this Android box for the sole purpose of being able to watch IPTV. While I was waiting on the box to show up, I was going through, YouTube, looking at different reviews, trying to wean out the actual good services versus the people that's just lying because they're being sponsored. And I came across um, this IP service. Let's find it right there, IPTV. I ain't gonna play no TV because I guess YouTube, what I'm hearing, they'll mess you over if you stop playing TV shows. But anyway, I came across this and I was saying to myself, well, you know what? I guess I'll give it a try. Because I tried a couple other ones. Actually, I forgot one of them I tried. It was a lot of channels, but it kept buffering. It was buffering like crazy. I think it was that damn. You know what? Don't get me lying. I can't remember right now. I think it was Vader's. Vader's is who I paid for, and that thing was buffering. It was so crazy because back then they were doing the fights. That big fight with Floyd and that dude. And I invited everybody over to my house. Just got Vader's. I'm thinking, oh man, I did something good. We couldn't even watch it. We had to end up going somewhere. I think to a bar or something because it was so terrible. And I was mad. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Well, anyway, I think I paid for like 5 months because you get a good deal if you pay like 6 months, a year, or whatever. So at the time, it was either 3 months or 6 months. Might have been 6 months. Matter of fact, I think it was 6 months. And it finally, the service went away. It finally stopped. So that's what made me look for a new service. Well, I already knew Vader's wasn't the best, and it might be good now. I mean, I'm talking 6 months ago, but I kept seeing reviews for this. And I saw this one guy, he was hating on it bad. He was like, this is garbage. I can't even get in the program. I mean, he was talking about it real bad. So I was like, well, you know what? It's only $5. I mean, if I lose $5, I mean, that's Chinese plate for me. I mean, I agree with the Chinese special. I guess I just won't get the Chinese special today. Well, I went and I brought it. And it's actually pretty easy. All you do is you go online and you go to the link. It has a spot where you can pay for different services depending on if you want just that 1 month. I think it's like um, you can pay like 1 month, 3 months, a year, something like that. And the more you ask for, the cheaper it gets. Well, I didn't want to do what I did with Vader's, so I was like, you know what? Let me wait. Let me pay for the 1 month, see what happens, cause I don't, I feel like my head slapped. So I went ahead and I paid. Now, what I did do, because they also give you opportunity to get one connection, three connections, or five connections. And it's like $5 for one. It's like $8 for three connections and $10. So I went ahead and brought the $10 service. Again, that's just 2 days worth of Chinese food I can't get now. And I had it since Friday. And this thing been good. I mean, the initial hookup, I did have a problem. And I was getting frustrated because I'm saying to myself, I can only imagine I just lost my money. That's what I said to myself. But I went and I read it, and they have the system set up where you submit a ticket. I mean, it is some reading. But I went ahead, I submitted the ticket, and I laid down because I'm saying to myself, because it was like 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night. I said I probably won't hear from them for about 2 or 3 days. Well, I woke up that morning. I had my laptop already set up because I installed operating system on it. So I was like, you know what, let me check real quick. Lo and behold, 20 minutes later after I sent the email, they sent me an email back. Hey, we fixed the problem. For some reason, the password we gave you wasn't working. So we just went ahead and we gave you a new password. Thank you for buying service from us. And we hope that you enjoy the service. And I went ahead, I downloaded the APK. That's another good thing. It has an APK instead of you got to go through M3U list and a whole bunch of foolishness, stuff that an average normal person wouldn't know, like me. That was another thing with Veda. I'm talking 6 months ago, but yeah, I had to set up some mess with perfect play. I mean, I literally had, I think it took me like, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours to figure out how to hook that thing up. This thing, download the APK. Now, I had to go through FireDL, but that was a whole nother beast, and that wasn't because of Eternal TV. That was because the box, this Miku, had the old FireDL, and when I went into Aptoid TV, it also kept trying to give me that same version. It's old though; it won't work. I think it was like 0.6, but they're up to like 15 now. So I actually had to go. I forgot where I got it from now, but I had to go somewhere, download it, and then put it on an external hard drive. Well, the stick, and stick it in there, and then use ES File Explorer to sideload it. But again, that's not Eternal's fault. That was the box because they shipped it with old software. But anyways, once I was able to get FireDL installed, all I had to do was put in the code into FireDL that they have on the YouTube page, because there's an actual YouTube page, and they got the link and all that stuff all in there. So I went ahead and I put that link in there. I said, man, okay, I found it. I downloaded the APK, installed it, put my name and password in it. Like I said, the first time around, it kept saying password's not right, password's not right. But I sent an email. I got a response 20 minutes later. That next morning, I put it all in there, bam, working. And I've been watching all kinds of stuff. Now, Veda, they did have more channels, but hell, half of it didn't work. It was buffering and everything else. I guess that doesn't count. And I think that service was like $15, $20, I think, for like 3 lines. Well, this one was $10 for 5 lines. And everything that I do watch, they have it. You know what I'm saying? Even my wife, she watches a lot of stuff, and they got everything she wants. And I've been playing it for 3-4 days now. Hasn't been buffering. Once in a while, it'll stutter a little bit from time to time. And even then, I'm overreacting because it only did it like once or twice. Besides that, man, I've been watching TV like crazy. Like last night, I was watching the Bruce Lee channel. I was like, man, this is pretty neat. So now, when I go to renew next month, I'm going to go ahead and just buy the whole year. 5 connections, $90. Now, who to say they're going to be around in a year? I mean, because them damn people coming down on these IPTVs. Look at what's going on with Set. Oh, and Set, that's a whole nother beast. Back, 6 months ago when I was looking at Vader and all of that, I paid for Set too. They never turned it on. I sent an email, never heard from them. That's why I thought I was going to get the same foolishness from Eternal TV. I didn't get no problem at all. Like I said, I had a problem with the password. I sent them an email. 20 minutes later, and we're talking 10:30, 10:45 at night. Sent me an email back. Hey, we are sorry about it. We updated your password. You should have no more problems. Thank you for signing up with us. Blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for the month, cause I mean for the year, cause it's $90. Another thing I noticed though, unlike a lot of these other IPTVs, is you'll get people try to make it sound bad, but it ain't bad. It's actually the right thing to do. is I noticed is they only give out a certain amount of slots a day. And what they doing is, what I'm guessing is, they don't want to oversell the service. Basically, they don't want to fool around and sell service for 1,000 people that's designed for 500 people. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to overload their service. I have no beef with that. Somebody was doing a review on this and made it sound like it was the worst thing. So that right there told me that's because they probably doing it. They were a reseller for, what was that company? I forgot, but he made it sound like it was the worst thing. You know, he was like, yeah, I went on there and it was saying that it was sold out, blah, blah, blah. And the guy, Eldrin, I think his name was, he explained it. He says, not that it's sold out. We don't want to oversell the service. We don't want to put 2,000 people on it and it can only take care of 500 people. I have no beef with that. So how could somebody that's a reseller have a beef with that and try to make it sound like, oh, that service is just terrible, blah, 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 this and that? No, I think what it is the fact you can get the service for $5 for one line, and it works. It actually works, you know, unlike them other ones. And I think the guy that was bad mouthing it was a reseller for Set TV. And like I said, I paid him my little $10. I never got the service. I sent him an email, never got the email. I didn't even get mad because I just figured it's only $10. I won't eat Chinese food for 2 days. Screw it. And I kept going. You know, I mean, unlike some of these people, they'll go crazy. I mean, they'll literally throw the TV across the way because somebody stole $10 from them. It's only $10. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, lose my life because I lost $10. So, but yeah, that guy had a nerve to actually badmouth the service, and he was a reseller for Set. And the only thing I remember was when Set robbed me, and I mean literally robbed me. So the fact they're being sued and carrying on now, I really don't feel bad for them because hell, they robbed me. They can use my $10 and whoever else's $10 that they stole. And what I mean by stole is they received our payment and never turned the service on. Never responded, none of that. And they can use it to help pay for the lawsuit as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, I'm just rambling now. I'm going back in the past because I'm remembering what them damn people did to me. But anyway, and no, I'm not a reseller, none of that. I'm just a person that came across this by accident, and I want you guys to know about it. Again, I don't know any of these people. I'm not affiliated with none of them. I'm not a sponsor, none of that crap. No, I just found a service that I like and it works. What else can I say about it? Like I said, it's a lot of channels. I mean, it just works. El Chapo. I gotta see what that is. I guess this is the on-demand part. You know, I guess. Like I said, I just got it. I haven't really had a chance to play with it yet. I like the U.S. channels. Anybody that wanting to know the channels that's on here, I'll go slow so y'all can see it, but it's like 130 channels, I think. But it has everything I want, and it has other nationalities too. But you know, I'm not into all of that. I think it was the UK and some other crap. But the only thing I wanted was the United States channels. And like I said, you know, some people are going to say, well, the other ones got more channels. Yeah, but do they work? I'm a testimonial. I can promise you that Vader, after that crap didn't work. It was buffering and stuttering. And I mean, just you couldn't watch it. And they really pissed me off that night when I invited half my damn family. I'm talking about 20 of us. They all coming over thinking we about to watch the fight, you know. Man, I was so damn mad. I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, if I'm going too fast, YouTube, at least on the phone version, you can go in there and you can slow it down. So if you're curious to know, like, what channels, if it asks the channels you watch, like I said, everything I watch, it's on here. The only thing I didn't see But I don't even think my wife watches that anymore anyway. I think it was something called One something. I think it was like a little black channel or something. I don't know. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think she was watching that on Veda. Veda had it, but I don't think she was watching it. But everything else, like the Bravo, what's the other one? OWN, stuff like that. It has it. Also, it has. I'm not into sports, but it has sports stuff. But it has this too. Premium Movie Channel, Cinemax. Um, I don't know what Epix is. HBO. And again, it all works. It actually works. I mean, but anyways, that's all the premium channels. Um, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for the year. I mean, I've been getting good service so far, and I like the fact that they don't throw a bunch of people on it all at once. Now, what I will suggest, if you end up getting it, if you go onto the website and it's saying it's sold out, just be patient. That's because, again, they add in people as they get their servers, get more servers. Also, as people fall off, because some people they might fall off because they might not have a channel they want. So, but no. And if it ends up being terrible, I'll be back on here to badmouth them. I promise you that. But so far, it actually been good. And these are all the different options. I think 24/7, that must be like their little VOD or something. Again, don't know how long. Oh, I got the Triple X thing too. I don't even know why I got. Oh, I got that because that's all they had. So I do need to send a message and see if I can lock this. But yeah, it has porn and all kinds of crap. I ain't gonna go in it, but it has all kinds of porn. I was like, what the hell? When I saw that, I'm like, what the hell is that? You know. And they actually have two options. You can get it with porn or without porn. But at the time, they didn't have any more spots for the without porn. So I just went in. I said, well, screw it. I'll get that part. Um, so now what I think I'm gonna do is I know they have a thing where you can lock it out. So I just gotta send them an email and get that and lock it out so the kids can't get in there. But what the hell was that? In the butt. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Actually, I'm just going through the porn part because since I had it, I haven't really went into it. But yeah, I just got it like I said because this was the only seat available. They had the most seats in the non-porn service. So browsers. But anyway, just letting y'all get a look at what everything they might have. Red light. Oh, okay. So that's all the porn stuff. So if you're into that, but they do have two options. They got with porn or without porn, and it's the same price. They just did it for like people that don't want the porn. Like I said, I just got it because they didn't have no more seats available for the non-porn. But now the person I saw this under, and he actually talks about it, and he kind of explains the APKs and all of that, is Eldrin. But if you go on YouTube and you do a search for Eternal TVs, he's probably I know he's gonna come up. And just look for Eldrin. I forgot the last name, but look for Eldrin and watch. And like say he talks about the APK. The APK is because I think when I went on there, I I searched on YouTube Eternal TV the 2.5 APK. And he came up and he was explaining how the APKs and all of that work. And he also has the links for when you do install it on your Android box. You're going to need the Fire DL. Well, you don't need it, but it'll be easier to download the Fire DL. And then you just put that number that he's going to have in his description into the into Fire DL, and it'll automatically come down. And then you just download it. Once you download it, when you pay for it, it'll probably take, I don't know, 30 minutes. They'll send you emails back. Look in your junk folder, because it was like 4 emails. They were all in my junk folder. So I would suggest go over to your junk folder, clean it out, just get rid of everything, because that's what I did. I went and I cleaned out, because I had like 1,000 emails in my junk folder. So I went and I cleaned it out. So when they did send it, I went over to my junk folder and I saw it real easily because I just cleaned it out. So I went ahead and moved it over to my inbox folder, and then I went through each email, and they explained everything. And when I got to the last email, that's when it showed my username and password. That's another thing that people will probably get mixed up on. There's actually, when you first sign up, you sign up for the website. It's going to ask you for your username and email. But to get into the actual program, after you download the APK, you're going to need to use the username and password that they give you. Do not use the same username and password that you created your online account with. It's totally different, so don't get mixed up with that. I can see people, putting username and passwords that they set up their online account with and getting mixed up. I can see that. I don't know if it's happening, but I can see it. Because actually, I was trying that. I tried the username and password that they sent in the email. It wasn't working. So then I put my username and password that I used to sign up to the website, and it wasn't working. So that's when I, started like, oh, I guess I'm getting my head slapped. But, it's only $10. And that's when I sent the email, and that's when they confirmed, no, it wasn't you. Something happened with the password, blah, 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 this and that, and they resent me the new one. And when I used it, that's when I was like, oh, okay. So there's 2 different passwords. You have the one that you create when you create the online account. But when you go to get into the actual service using the APK, there's a whole different breed there. So just remember that. Look in your emails. It's going to be about 4 of them. And like the last email is going to have your username and password. You're going to use that to get into the APK to get all of this. Now, once you get into the APK, then they'll all download and all of that. What else? Oh, it was a little kind of confusing to learn how to use that first, because I was like, what the hell? I didn't mean to go out. The reason why I say that, because where is it at? When it first came on, I saw this. I'm like, what the hell? But all it is, live TV and live TV with guide. The live TV with guide is an actual guide. They give you a guide. Now, this is where I got confused at, though. Up top, see the orange thing up top? You got to go and look for USA. That's if you want USA. And then it'll download the guide and all of that stuff. It's going to take a second. And then you just go down, look. I guess it's still updating the guide. I don't use the guide, to be honest with you. I just go into live TV. I don't even use it. So, but you can. Yeah, I don't use the guide. Shoot, I just go into live TV. And then I go down to me. Like I said, I'm looking for US channels. So I go over to the US channels. And that's it. Or if I want to watch a movie, I go over to US Premium Movies. And I got a box in my kids' room. So if I want, to set up something for the kids, they got all kinds of stuff for the kids too. I should have showed that. Like I said, I can't show the actual TV shows. Well, I would. I'll let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes just to show y'all that it doesn't buffer. But I can't. But I can show you the different channels and stuff they got. And if you need to, like I said, go into your settings and slow down the video if I'm going too fast. So that's all the kids stuff. I guess CA must be Canada. I don't know. And UK must be the United Kingdom. But anyway, I think that's it. If you have any questions, I mean, I'll answer for y'all. I mean, if I even know, I don't know. The best thing is to go on YouTube and Google. I mean, not Google. Search for Eternal TV 2.5 APK, and that'll bring up the video that really goes through it. And I think he must be like their spokesperson or something. I don't know, but he actually goes through it. He goes through the service. So, well, I hope this helps somebody. Good luck, and I hope you guys enjoy it like I do. Hey, thank you.